Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an X returns reading for my lovely, fantastic Gemini. If this does not resonate with you and you like your own personal custom reading, please click the link in the description box down below. This is Book Your Own Personal Custom Reading. With that being said, and you're new here and you like the content I produce, consider subscribing and joining the family. I'm going to shuffle the cards 3 times in a row, and if you didn't know, now you do know. And I hope that you're having a wonderful day, night, or evening, whatever time of day it is for you. So, let us shuffle the cards. Bug. Okay. One more time. And a third time. Alright, so the first question that I'm going to be asking is, what is the current situation between you and your ex? What is the current situation between you and your ex? What is the current situation between you and your ex? What is the current situation between you and your ex? So currently right now we have the Lover's card. The Lover's card is representing of like a twin flame connection, something that you just can't, put your finger on and understand why it's happening, essentially. And you guys are having this uncontrollable want and need to be around each other, essentially. And what it seems like is currently you guys are kind of, hey, what's up, how you doing? And then maybe kind of going back to what it was, maybe kind of not communicating or kind of distancing yourself from one another. All right, so what is the current situation between you and your ex? What is the current situation between you and your ex? What is the current situation between you and your ex? It seems that we have the Queen of Cups. Queen represents being patient. Cups represents love, empathy, and emotion. And as you can see in the card, it seems like this individual is like, should I give my cup of love or should I not give my cup of love? There is a lot of emotional, confusion here, and not necessarily any grounding, like, hey, I'm going to do this, or hey, I'm going to do that. It's nothing set in stone, essentially. And this is the main central theme. And what else is currently going on between you and your ex? What else is currently going on between you and your ex? What else is going on between you and your ex? It seems like one of you, or both of you, are feeling quite left out in the cold, feeling abandoned, feeling like you have no purpose for them or in their life, essentially. And you feel like there isn't a lot of, happiness in the situation. And so therefore you're feeling like you're just getting kicked out or left out, essentially. So, what is the current situation between you and your ex? As you can see, this is what's the current situation. Alright, so, how does your ex, what are the blockages between you and your ex? What has caused you guys to have this wall between you guys and not to be able to see eye to eye? So, what are the blockages between you and your ex? What are the blockages between you and your ex? What are the blockages between you and your ex? Well, we have the Ace of Wands. Ace is representing of an offering. Wands are representing of sexual desire, want, and need. And so it seems like there's either you or the other individual, or maybe even a third party involvement here is offering a good time. And it seems like some type of sexual want or need is getting in the way between you and them. What is the current, what are the blockages between you and your ex? What are the blockages between you and your ex? What are the blockages between you and your ex? We have the Ace of Pentacles. So again, this could be representing, or this represents, an offering of long-term commitment and or monetary value, but in this case, it would be more, a relationship status. So it seems like either you or them or somebody completely that is like out of the situation completely, a third-party individual, is offering long-term commitment to an individual, and it seems like it may not be accepted too well from either you may not want it, maybe they don't want it, or somebody else is just like, hey, what's up, how you doing? And this has caused a blockage between you and them. And this is the main central theme. Okay, so what else are the blockages between you and your ex? What else are the blockages between you and your ex? What else are the blockages between you and your ex? So it seems like we have a lot of fast-moving messages here. This could be representing of, the lack thereof communication and or a lot of arguments and disputes happening between you and them that may be quite passionate in nature. So let's pull up my notes once more because they decided to disappear, which is quite annoying. All right, so how does your ex feel about you? Like overall, generally, how do they feel about you? So how does your ex feel about you? How does your ex feel about you? How does your ex feel about you? Well, your ex is feeling a lot of mental entrapment, essentially. They feel like they can't escape, these bonds that they're in, these bandages that they're in, but they can leave at any point in time that they like. And they're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about the situation as a whole, so they feel very emotionally entrapped. And so, how else does your ex feel about you? How else does your ex feel about you? How else does your ex feel about you? They do feel like you provide them some type of emotional wish fulfillment, and you help them really feel happy. And this is the main central theme. So I see the contradiction. They feel like they're stuck. They feel like they can't go anywhere, but at the same time, you give them that sense of like completion, essentially. And how else does your ex feel about you? How else does your ex feel about you? How else does your ex feel about you? I'm gonna give these a good shuffle again. But essentially, your ex is feeling the Temperance card. The Temperance card is feeling like emotional equal give and take, essentially. So how do they feel about you? They feel that you give them a lot of emotional give and take. You give them that satisfaction that they require, and you just definitely really emotionally fulfill them overall. So let's give this a good shuffle again. And how does your ex feel about getting back together with you? Like on the long-term dating, stuff like that. So, all right. How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? Well, your ex is kind of going through a lot of thinking and contemplating about the situation as a whole, because we have our swords here. As you can see, the clouds are quite stretched across the sky, and it seems like they're really emotionally confused about what they want to do. They're just like, a lot of confusion happening there. And as you can see, there's one individual, walking away from the situation, and there's an individual kind of picking up swords and moving towards the situation. And so therefore, they're trying to figure out, should I move away or should I go towards the situation? And how do they feel about getting back together with you? They're not sure. There's a lot of confusion there. And so how do they feel about getting back together with you? How do they feel about getting back together with you? How do they feel about getting back together with you? Ultimately, though, they have underlining feelings of wanting to offer Ace of Cups. So Cups represents love, empathy, and emotion, and Ace is obviously offering that said cup. And it seems like they want to love you, care for you, have that just, overwhelming sense of true love, because they feel like there's a connection between you and them that they can't necessarily explain. So how do they feel about getting back together with you? They're not necessarily sure, but at the end of the day, they still really, very much so want to give you that cup of love, but they're conflicted. And so how does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? Alright, so we have the Knight of Wands. So in this particular instance, it seems like they want to move towards you and offer you a wand. So a wand would be, sexual desire, passion, and want. And they want to, charm you. They want to approach you. They want to show you all they got, and they want to be attractive and impressionable on you. And definitely wants to have some type of, maybe perhaps a resurgence. But again, they're not necessarily sure about how to go about that or if they should do it at all. So ultimately, we ask the question here, will you guys get back together within this month? So within the July month, will you guys come back together? So positive card, yes. Negative card, no. Neutral card, the universe doesn't really want to let you know. So keep your eyes open for further details. So will you guys get back together within this month? Will you guys get back together within this month? Will you guys get back together within this month? So it seems like this is more of a maybe, and the reason I say that is because it seems like they're waiting for their ships to sail in, or you're waiting for your ships to sail in. It seems like this individual's already kind of made a decision, but they have other options behind them that they're not really looking at. And they're waiting for things like ships and opportunities, and maybe something's better coming along. And so they haven't quite made the decision of what to do. So I would say maybe they're going to come back, but it's not set in stone for certain. They do certainly still love you. They definitely want to, have that emotional fulfillment, but there is something holding them back from, going completely forth with it. And they're not necessarily sure what to do. So it's a lot of confusion. But if I could make an educated guess as to what would happen once they finally come to an answer in their head, I would definitely feel like it's more leaning on the yes. So, what is some advice? What is some advice? What is some advice? What is some advice? If you would love to give me some advice, I'm just going to pick it if you don't give it to me. Okay. We're going to pick that first one here. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on the past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your own reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So, as you can see here, I feel like you should forgive this individual. You should let go of anything that's negatively attached to that situation. And move forward and focus your energy on releasing positive, happy things into the air and forgiving them and focusing on your dreams, your imagination, focusing on your life. Just focus on yourself for a little bit and let go of all that malice that you have pent up inside of you. And so I feel like that will definitely help you kind of have a better understanding of whether or what you should do as well with the situation, whether you want to walk away or not. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you have free will. The choice is yours. So with that being said, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you want to see my videos and content like this one, hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload my videos every single week. If you want to see my videos like this, hit the here's some more videos. I love you guys to death. Take care and good luck.